What's up, YouTube? I'm back. This is my second video I'm doing. This one's just kind of random. I just felt like making a video. Just some random stuff I want to talk about. I feel pretty bad right now, like sick-wise. I don't know. I think I caught something. Either it was at the show I was at last night, or I was also on vacation, so maybe I caught something. I don't know. But speaking of last night, that's the first thing I wanted to talk about was the Profanatica show that I was at in Charlotte. It's the tour they're doing with Noel and Unidad Trauma, and this show particularly had the band All Hell opening, and it was pretty sick. I mostly just wanted to see Profanatica, like the other bands were good, but yeah, I was really there for Profanatica. If I'm being honest, it's kind of a weird lineup, but yeah, so overall it was pretty good. I got some records and stuff signed, which I'll show in a minute. Talked to Paul a little bit, which was cool. Weirdly, I don't know, I just was not feeling it this show, you know, like I don't know if I was more tired than I thought I was from my vacation, but I don't know, man. Like my neck was sore like immediately. I mean, it's sore now. It usually does get sore from headbanging, but my back was like hurting. I don't know, it was weird. And now I'm like pretty sure I have some sort of sickness or something. I don't know. I've felt pretty bad all day, but besides the point, yeah, it was pretty sick. I will show some stuff I got signed by Paul. This is I got the glare from the video. Their last album they did, Crux Simplex, signed right there, CD. This is probably one of my most, if not most played CDs in the car. Like this album rips hard. Like honestly, and I was telling Paul this, like the new material they're doing is just, it's killer. Like this is probably my favorite thing they've ever put out. They added in like, it's like still their same sound, but improving it in just like a cooler way. Like the guitar tone, it's like this fucking like chainsaw style, like I don't want to say Swedish death metal, but like close to that. And like he even does like some border like sort of death metal vocals, as well as like his classic kind of mid-range vocal style, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I got that signed. I got the Pale Fuck 7-inch signed as well. This came out I think 2022, right before the album. This was limited release. Yeah, this is really sick too. This is like super like punky. I don't know. They've always had that influence, but this one particularly is just, this is just nasty. Like the, you know, the bass is always cranked with Profanatic, but it's super cranked on this. So this is really good. Got it signed. And then the new reissue / remaster, whatever you want to call it, of Profanatis D Dominata. I don't know how you say it, but got a sign there. This is really sick, you know. Got the Obi strip. This was hell as I put it out. Show it off real quick. It's got a poster. It's supposed to be sort of red. It's got a very faint, you can't really tell at all, but it's got a very faint red to it. But yeah, I got that signed. And overall, the show was just really good. It was sort of like, I felt like the set list was kind of going through like each album, I guess. Like the first few songs I recognized off this, and then yeah, I just kept going through discography, sort of, and ending with Weeping in Heaven, of course, which is badass. That's not the first time I've seen them. I saw them last year. Pretty sure it was last year, early last year, with Nunslaughter. That was really sick too. Yeah, so show overall was pretty good. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about, I just kind of randomly got this idea. I was spinning these records, and yeah, I don't know, it was just a weird like thing that just popped in my head. But the records I wanted to talk about were, or bands, I guess you could say, were Repulsion, obviously Horrified, and Slaughter, Strapato. There was just this thought in my mind. I'm like, these bands, there's something about these bands that are like similar, sort of, or like I was just like tying them together in my mind, and like, you know, it definitely is partially the sound, just that raw, like nasty early sort of, I guess you could say, death metal style. Obviously the difference, like Repulsion's more, I guess, like grinding, you know, whatever you want to call it, grindcore. But funnily enough, I was sort of thinking that in my head, and I want to say it's in this record somewhere. I was reading the thanks lists, and funnily enough, they thank Scott. It's listed as Scott from Genocide, because that was like the previous band before Repulsion. I think it's a lot of the same songs, but so there was a connection there, which was cool to find out. But if for any reason you haven't heard any of these records, then you definitely need to. This is Strapato. I want to say this was 87, 86, 87, I'm pretty sure. Same with Repulsion, pretty sure 86, 87, but yeah. Repulsion, this is probably one of my favorite records of all time. I mean, I don't really know what there is to say about it. It's perfect in every way. There's nothing like it. Some of my favorite tracks: Slaughter of the Innocent, Festering Boils, yeah, Black Breath, that's another one. All of it is just killer. And I also had the Slaughter. This is the Surrender or Die. I want to. This is the compilation with all the like demo material. Yeah. Pretty sure, yeah. But picture disc. It's pretty sick. Hell's put this out. I don't know when. I know it was a few years ago. I didn't get this like brand new or anything. I got it off Discogs. But yeah, really good stuff, and it's pretty cool too. It's got this like cutout sort of thing going on. But yeah, so just wanted to talk about those. Super influential stuff on death metal as a whole. Repulsion, I guess, more so. Maybe grindcore and stuff like that. But yeah. And next thing I wanted to talk about was just some recent additions to my collection. I got these two Sinister LPs, Hate and the Diabolical Summoning. Yeah, pretty sick shit. I really have slept on these guys. I remember hearing Cross the Sticks, I don't know, probably a few years ago and liking it, but these two records I had not listened to. I think I heard Diabolical Summoning at some point, but I saw that they were doing that tour with Master, and that made me just go back and listen to Sinister, and fuck, man, like, just killer shit, especially Hate, the Hate album. God, I mean, it's an ironic title, but it's very, very hateful. Like, To Megatherion, that track is fucking insane. 18th Century Hellfire, yeah, really good stuff. And then also got, I think in the last video, I mentioned Abzu was another band that I felt like I kind of slept on a little bit in the past few years or so, but since then I've gotten a lot of their records added to my collection, but I just recently got the Son of Tiferath 30th anniversary edition. Super sick. It's like this metallic silver looking cover. Super nice. Like, this is super high quality. Gatefold. You can sort of see that. Super reflective, but yeah, it's just got a ton of, obviously it's got the lyrics and stuff like that, but it's also got like a ton of cool like added on information about the artwork and stuff like that. And another thing that was super sick, I noticed that it had a poster in there, and I was just assuming that it was going to be maybe the cover art or something like that, but this was a cool surprise, I guess. It's the Sex Cyber rock and roll tour they did. I've seen this poster or lineup or whatever you want to call it before. Yeah, Pale Nazarene, Abzu, Sadistic Execution. Yeah, that lineup is just insane. But yeah, this was super cool that this was in here. So it's definitely gonna go up on the wall. Yeah, man, if I could go back in time, it's definitely something I'd go to. European tour, Germany, Austria, France, but yeah, that was super cool. So yeah, this whole 30th anniversary edition is super sick. Get this back in here. And speaking of Sadistic Execution, I also got, this was in the same Hell's order, but the Magus, yeah, Magus, whatever that means. Yeah, this is just chaotic, just nasty, fucking like death black thrash. I'd say it's most similar to, I feel like they kind of get thrown in the same realm as like Blasphemy and stuff like that, but I feel like they're a lot different. Yeah, I'd say more like Sarcophago and, you know, I don't know, stuff like that, but super sick. And also, speaking of Slaughter, got the Slaughter Bloody Carnage